Taylor and Timmy, there's no one else in the world that I could imagine being more perfectly matched for each other than the two of you. No one cuts up a dance floor like you guys. And if you guys scroll through social media or went to college with them, you know they're the first and last ones on the dance floor. So please, let's raise a glass to Taylor and Timmy. Timmy, may you have as much fun growing old with Taylor as I did growing up with her.
As we gather in this beautiful corner of our city, and we have so many reasons to celebrate here tonight. Really, as we look around also at family and friends, loved ones gathered here, each of us, all of us, have so much for which to be grateful.
I know I'm fortunate to know Taylor, and I'm sure everyone here would say the same, but Timmy really hit the jackpot. She's a beautiful doctor, a fierce friend, and one hell of a bartender.
Yeah!
20 years ago, 7 years ago, we were visiting our great-grandparents in Pennsylvania. It was a Sunday, so we were at Mass sitting front row.
Because we were late.
Sure. And during the father's homily, it was the Riley boys and the Biner boys, and they said, which one of you guys are going to be a priest when you grow up?
There was awkward silence, but Timmy raised his hand.
Pretty sure Matt Riley told him to raise his hand.
I remember Matt Riley pulled it down.
So, needless to say, we're surprised we're here tonight.
That priest would be disappointed.
Being a year apart from Tim, we truly grew up together.
I mean, it was terrifying. They refused to wear shirts or shoes until they went to college.
Honestly, truly cherish the moments that we have together. I remember the time you picked up Sandy's poop, our dog, and you put it on our neighbor's front porch.
But after he rang the doorbell, he didn't hide. He just ran to the curb to make sure he could see the look on the guy's face.
Playing every sport together, baseball, basketball, we were very alone.
I just remember Timmy crying every strikeout.
To the endless parties in Craig's basement, to eventually going to college together and doing Saturdays every Saturday. And most importantly, that's where he met Tayance.
You're the missing puzzle piece to our family. You know we love you. And thank you for making our brother so happy.
Yep. Sister. So, thanks for marrying our brother. A toast to your children. May they have a rich father and a hot mother.
Timmy, my love, today is the day. It's finally here. Who would have imagined when we decided to attend Assumption College 11 years ago that it would lead to you, to us, to everything our future holds?
You ready to do it?
Yes! I'm forever grateful that we met and fell in love all those years ago. I can't wait to keep doing this thing called life with you. I truly can't imagine a single day without you. I feel like I couldn't have dreamed of a more perfect match for me. You are truly my best friend, my biggest supporter, my partner, my heart, my everything. I love you so much, and I can't wait to build a family with you and see what life brings us. All my love and heart is forever yours.
It brings me great joy to think about all the years leading up to this day. But what makes me even happier is the thought of the years ahead of us. I know they will not always be great, but with love and support that we share, we can get through anything. I have loved you since our days of meeting in the stairwell of Alumni Hall to say goodnight, and I have not stopped loving you since. Each year has truly gotten better, and I have fallen more and more in love. Thank you for making me the luckiest man in the world.
I pray they'll always be happy. That's a very simple prayer, and it's a very beautiful prayer. I have the privilege of gathering that prayer, and I promise both of you that God will hear that prayer, truly. Most especially as you keep the giver of the gift of this love at the center of your married lives. And then the gift will continue to sustain you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, because that's what's about to happen. Having received this gift immeasurable, beyond measure, now they're about to do the most preposterous thing that you have when you have a precious gift someone gives you. They're going to give it away. So our parish dates back to 1828. And it's hard to imagine, but if you even tried to for a second, how many countless thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of men and women in this historic corner of this great old city have come up into this holy, sacred space to pray, to celebrate, to grieve. And so our parish has this magnificent history. So it seems only fitting that once again, an historic event should happen on the 5th of October, 2019. The marriage, of course, of Taylor and Tim. You know, I first met Taylor and Tim in March of last year. It was the 11th of March, actually. And they came in and they sat with me for a while, and I said, at one point, how can I be of assistance? You know? And so they said, well, we would like to get married. And whereupon I looked at Taylor, and then I looked at Tim, and I said, really? And so how did this happen? How did this possibly happen? How did this beautiful, bright young lady from up on the frontier town in northern Maine find her way to Worcester and to Assumption? And there she meets, you know, the basketball jock from wherever it was, New York, there, Floral Park or something. And how did this happen? So they met, I guess, in their freshman year, so the story goes. But they didn't really, you know, they didn't date or anything. But then the next year, apparently, that changed, and they started to date. And then they graduated, which is remarkable for Tim. And this is fun. So they graduated in 2012, and then they took a bit of a hiatus. And then the dating and connecting started again. And so now they told me we'd like to, you know, get married. Caitlin, what has been the Timothy effect on your sister or your good friend, Elizabeth? What's been the Timothy effect on Taylor? Pure happiness. Yeah? Okay, she said pure happiness, which makes me sort of wonder, like, what was she like before? Take you, Timothy J. Andrew, John, what's been the Taylor effect on your little brother? He's smitten. He's organized and he's smitten. Wow. Wow, you guys are really helpful. No, really, obviously unrehearsed. But when you think about, there's no acting, there's no artificiality. There's a genuineness and an openness of sharing and mutuality, which is so life-giving each to the other. Indeed.
I, Timothy James, take you, Taylor Whitney, to be my wife.
I, Taylor Whitney,
Take you, Timothy James,
take you, Timothy James, to be my husband.
In sickness and in health.
I promise to be faithful to you.
To love you and to honor you.
In good times and in bad.
All the days of my life.
You did it.
Applause going for the new Mr. and Mrs. Timothy Biner.
So mirror, mirror. The two of them fit so well together and are just one of those couples you want to be around. They make things way more fun, and you know you'll be in for a good time and lots of laughs when you're with them. Timmy's always been a great sport, and I'm lucky enough to consider him one of my closest friends. Not just my best friend's boyfriend or husband, fiance or husband. He's kind and considerate, and he truly deserves Taylor. I know I'm fortunate to know Taylor, and I'm sure everyone here would say the same, but Timmy really hit the jackpot. He makes Taylor incredibly happy, and everyone can tell the way he lights up when she walks into a room. He also is not shy about telling everyone that she's a perfect 10. Over the years, I've written several poems for Taylor and a few other friends for a number of important events, and I think I'd be remiss today if I didn't do the same for her on one of the most important days. So Taylor, you're welcome for being your friend for so long and agreeing with you even when you've been wrong. In Worcester, Mission Hill, Brighton, and Southie, I really don't know what you'd have done without me. But really, it's me who's been truly blessed to not be just your friend, but one of your best. It's hard to sum up our last decade together. There's been so many fun times, too much to remember. I'll always look fondly on our years as roommates, in college and after. Those days were better than great. Then Timmy moved here and messed up my life. I do not care that now he's made you his wife. We had a good thing going, I know you'll agree, and I think only my mom was angrier than me. When Timmy swooped in and took you away, my last hope was to live in your pool house one day. I'm still honored to be here on this day with you as you stood up together and said your I do's. The love you both share could not be more real, but don't forget, Timmy, you're still the third wheel.